Hello, this is Shashikant, and today I am going to unbox and review Redmi Note 11S phone. Xiaomi is flooding the mainstream smartphone market with a ton of options, so no matter what your budget is, there is a Redmi phone for you. The new Redmi Note 11S. This is a 4G only smartphone. It's a little odd since the Redmi Note 11T 5G, which came before, and it supports 5G. Let's check out what's inside the box. You'll get a SIM ejector tool and a transparent back cover, a user manual and an instruction leaflet. The box includes a 33-watt fast charger and a USB Type-C cable. The main attraction here is the 108 megapixel rear camera. This is the same sensor previously used on the Redmi Note 10 Pro Max last year. The S variant is supposed to be a slightly better version of the base of the Redmi Note 11. The Redmi Note 11S is available in three variants, starting at Rs 16,499 for 6GB of RAM and 64GB of storage, 17,499 for the same amount of RAM but 128GB of storage, and finally this model is of Rs 18,499 for 8GB RAM and 128GB of storage. The plastic frame and the back panel are well built and the phone is quite comfortable to hold. It's not too heavy at 179 gram or thick either. The back gets covered in smudges very easily, so I would recommend a cover. The Redmi Note 11S continues with the fingerprint scanner on the right hand side as part of the power button. It works quite smoothly to unlock the device. The main camera sticks out further than the rest of the camera module, which makes the Redmi Note 11S unsteady if you are trying to use it on a flat surface. Xiaomi has gone for a 6.43-inch AMOLED display with a pretty high peak brightness of up to a claimed 1000 nits. Xiaomi is giving a maximum refresh rate of 90 Hz here, though the standard setting is at 60 Hz, which is better for battery life. The display is more vibrant than most LCD panels at this price point. I find it good for daily use, and the 90 Hz panel ensures that you have a smooth experience. The display's maximum brightness is quite good outdoors, and the colors are vivid and crisp. Touch response is also fast and fluid. Thanks to the AMOLED panel, you can take advantage of a sort of always-on display feature. This could have been more useful, but it only stays active for 10 seconds at a time, so it isn't actually always on. The device continues with a headphone jack, as well as it has two speakers, one at the top and one at the bottom. If you are looking for a device to keep yourself entertained, this is the solid option. There is also a headphone jack on the top edge, a nearly extant piece of hardware even on mid-range phones from Samsung and Google. Audio is a bit hit and miss depending on the type of music you listen to. Having a stereo speaker setup is also uncommon for phones in this price range. Output is surprisingly loud but lacks some bass. The Redmi Note 11S supports 2 nano SIM cards and a micro SD card, all in the same tray. A dedicated storage expansion slot is handy since the Redmi Note 11S has a maximum of 128GB of built-in storage. The Redmi Note 11S supports dual-band Wi-Fi, Bluetooth 5 and all the basic satellite navigation systems. The phone also has dual speakers, a Type-C port, an IR emitter and a headphone jack. It even has an IP53 rating for water and dust resistance, which is not common in this price segment. It has a 5000 mAh battery, which should be enough to last a full day on one charge. The battery life is thankfully pretty good. There is a 33-watt fast charging, which helps charge the battery fairly quickly. You'll get a 33-watt fast charger inside the box, which can charge the phone from 0 to 100% in about 1.5 hours. The Redmi Note 11S runs on MIUI 13, but this version is still based on Android 11, not 12. It is a familiar experience if you have used any recent Xiaomi phones. All the usual taming options, shortcuts and gestures are present along with a ton of pre-installed apps. All the third-party apps can be uninstalled, but some first-party ones such as MiPay cannot be. Certain apps in MIUI 13 such as Get apps can be little spammy. It's been months since Android 12 was launched, but still most phones in India are coming with Android 11. Xiaomi isn't the only brand you can blame. Anyways, MIUI 13 offers some improvements like optimized file storage system, processor priority optimization, and more. I'm hoping that phone gets Android 12 update soon. Xiaomi says it has used a liquid cooling system to keep the phone running cool. The Redmi Note 11S runs on MediaTek Helio G96, which is supposed to offer superior gaming performance for the price, especially compared to the Redmi Note 11. When it comes to daily performance, it gives no complaint. For basic tasks like casual games, etc., the phone works without any problem. The phone doesn't disappoint in everyday uses. I didn't face any lags while using the phone. The main 108 megapixel camera on the Redmi Note 11S uses the Samsung HM2 sensor. It captures 12 megapixel bind photos by default, but you can take photos at the native 108 megapixel resolution too. Under the bright sunlight, this camera managed good details, but colors in photos tended to look wildly exaggerated. The 8 megapixel ultra-wide camera has a more restrained color profile when it's shooting during the day, which for once is a good thing. Low light photos came out expectedly weak and blurry. The 16 megapixel selfie camera captured decent photos during the day. However, I noticed quite a bit of over sharpening when using portrait mode for same frame. The Redmi Note 11S can record videos at only up to 1080p with stabilization. However, the quality was strictly average even when shooting in broad daylight. In low light, the quality was really poor and not up to the mark for a phone in this segment. The 108 megapixel camera is this phone's main selling point. The SoC isn't particularly powerful for the phone in this price segment, and it lacks the 5G connectivity. As I noted in the beginning, the Redmi Note 11 lineup is a lot more complicated now. The price for this phone starts at rupees 16,499, going up to rupees 18,499. And with this price, the competition includes the Vivo T1 5G, which has a slightly lower starting price point at rupees 15,990. Plus, the T1 5G gets a 120Hz display and Snapdragon 695 processor and is 5G ready. There is also the Realme 9 Pro, though it starts at rupees 17,999 with a 120Hz refresh rate on the display. It has the same processor as the Vivo and it is 5G ready. If you are a user with a budget over 16,000, the choice will leave you confused. That's all about Redmi Note 11S, and thanks for watching the video.